doing the scarves. Yeah, I like anything to do with creativity.
Doing activities, learning stuff with my friends in the program and learning about human rights.
Actually, for me, I think working with the group who had a lot of different perspectives to be able to provide to me on things. So I actually learnt a lot myself about different needs of women with disabilities and how I can be a better facilitator as well, and in ways of supporting other people. So from my perspective, it wasn't just me going in and teaching all these things and not benefiting myself. I actually got a lot out of it by working with these women who were able to, inform me on things that are going to help me better. And I loved working with the group and seeing how the group grew together and were able to support each other and grow genuine friendships within that group as well.
I enjoyed working with all of the other people. I also enjoyed making the scarves. But that was a very fun activity to do.
Gaining that experience, like learning so much from Bridget, let alone like the girls of the program, like I just, learned so much. I gained so much confidence within myself, and like I always kind of considered myself to be a confident person, but just gain that bit more confidence, like that knowledge, those skills, getting to know all the girls and how far they came throughout the program has been like probably the most rewarding thing that I reckon I've experienced, other than family stuff, I guess.
To gain more independence and feel more confident.
To be more time efficient and gain more self-confidence.
My program goal is based around working on a business for myself where I can create artwork and make things and be able to sell them and get them to an audience of people. I learned a lot of things around just interacting with people, and just because I've done a lot of courses where it's all written stuff, but there's no like working with people, so I got to practice some of that.
Catching public transport and how to get back home.
More confidence within myself and just more like skills and knowledge and understanding of young women with disabilities and how, people classify them, I guess, like that whole stigma and stuff as being different and not being able to do something because of that, but they put their mind to it, they can achieve anything, which they all did. Like they all achieved their goals, and within some of their speeches they mentioned, bettering themselves and like working on those goals even further. I just think I just gained I guess, I don't know what the word is, like just a generalisation of, women with disabilities, and that they're just people in society, in the community, and they can achieve anything that they want, and they're happy and they laughed and they had fun, and if they thought that they couldn't do something, we just pushed them that little bit and they managed to do it. They all did their speeches and whatever, which was just awesome.
I learned how to pamper myself more and just take some time out to do things that I enjoy, and I am still working on my goals, which is time management and self-confidence.
I gained more connections with the area of Yarra Ranges and Knox, and it's really great to get to know the people who are working and living in these areas and seeing the really cool things that are going on in grassroots levels, and the women who participate in the program, getting to know them more, and because it's the Enabling Young Women program, we're starting to see young leaders emerge, which is a really cool thing, and seeing how they do things differently, or things that other people may not have thought of in ways of young women with disabilities being leaders. So I gained kind of an insight to what our future is going to be around advocacy, which was really cool.
I think it was good the amount I challenged myself.
I think what surprised me the most wasn't even me really being surprised. I think it's sort of, we had that kind of, at the start of the program, we expected the girls to be shy and unconfident and, have low self-esteem. But I think they had that all along, and it was just a matter of throughout the program then realising that themselves. And I think that's what surprises the most, is that they already had all those, they were already great leaders, but they just, I guess, didn't really know that. They were already, good at self-care and good at, had that kind of self-esteem, and they were already confident. They just had to bring that and overcome those barriers, which is what I guess the barrier wall was all about. And, I think just what surprised me the most was just that, they all did it. They did a great job, and they're going to do great.
Getting some help, like if I have a struggle, I get some help with Tiny or Bridget that can ask me more questions to learn about what it is.
We just really learnt from each other, and I think it's just overly surprising how close we were as a group, because obviously, we all come from different backgrounds and cultures and beliefs and, different abilities, different disabilities as well, whether that's, was a sight disability or like mental health or autism or whatever. I think it was just really surprising that we all just were a really tight-knit group and got along as well as we did. And things didn't always run smoothly, but we always got through it, and I think that's just something to be really proud of.
I think a great testament of the group as well.
Yeah, that I was able to speak up more in front of the class more easily, because usually I'm very shy and won't speak up at all. And I think today surprised me the most as well.
I think it's an interesting statement on our society to see how sometimes as a society we disadvantage women with disabilities to the point where we need to focus so heavily on particular aspects of the programs, so things around confidence and self-esteem and knowing rights and what they are. I'd in some ways I'd ideally like not to have to run this specific program in the way that we do, and that these things are already things that the women have because society hasn't disabled them in that way. So doing things around confidence and self-esteem and making sure that the people feel like they have value in society and as people, it was something that I'd really actually like to see. So it's not necessarily a surprise of the program, but it's one of those things that you'd like changed in general, yeah.
Achieving my goals, to be more independent and more confident, and to learn about what is human rights, what can my ability to be, what I can achieve.
I think the graduation ceremony, and mainly because that's kind of a culmination of everything that we've been working towards, and hearing the speeches of the graduates, which a couple I hadn't heard in the full form as they were given today, really touching of what they've said about the program and kind of the experiences they've got from participating. And so really proud of kind of how they've taken things on from the program and, what it means to them, because I think that's a really good reflection of what we were wanting from the program itself. And so working on things like the barrier wall, seeing how the graduates could recognise the barriers that particularly impacted on them and how they wanted to smash those barriers down and, become the leader that they wanted to be.
Well, I'm pretty happy that I did the emceeing without any kind of panicking, or I was pretty chill the whole time. So.
Seeing them, grow into young women, which they already were, but just gain those more skills, gain that confidence, that self-esteem, overcome their barriers and stuff. I think I'm just proud of them for having done it when they thought that they couldn't. And I think I'm just proud of being a part of the program, and as I said sort of before, just becoming a better person myself and seeing them better themselves. I'm just really, really proud of that.
Completing the course, or program actually, and coming here today, graduating.
It's a good opportunity to learn stuff.
This program is awesome, and you'll meet new friends and challenge yourself in a good way, and you'll come out of the program feeling more better about yourself.
The program really taught those girls, like, you know, that they can do anything, they can be great leaders, they can be happy, they can do this, this and this, and they did that.
It's a good program to all the people. If you have a disability, it can help you achieve your goals and to be more independent and to feel more confident and speak up. If something feels wrong, just say something. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's a really positive experience to do. You get to learn more about your own rights and speaking up, but also the connections that you make with people who you can relate to on a more personal level than perhaps you can with a lot of other people, and getting to be able to get more engaged with your local area and getting out there and being that person that you want to be.